Trekcast. The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
Coming at you live from studios in Idaho, Michigan, and maybe New York. This is Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast. Today on the show, we're going to talk about Star Trek Insurrection. Plus, we've got Star Trek news and your listener feedback. I am Scott Bouters, and now the guy who pushes the buttons, it's Daniel Reyes.
That's right. We're hard starting our third crew member, so we just decided to go.
We just decided to go.
The
heck with Dan. Yeah, he can join us late. He can catch up.
I realized as we were doing this, I'm the only one that cannot be hard started because I hit all the buttons.
You cannot be hard started.
Yeah,
we can't hard start Daniel.
Nope. I've got the warp field bubble around me. I'm good to go.
Right. We can't hard start you even with the D.
Yes. Oh, we'll be talking about the D later.
Oh, we're going to be talking.
Well, there's a very large and wonderful D out there.
And very expensive.
Very expensive, and people are very excited to get it. There's going to be a lot of boys hoping to get the D under the Christmas tree.
Under the Christmas tree.
Just hoping for that D.
So. Maybe that's what I should do. You know, I was thinking about. I've done an ode.
Have you been a good boy, Scott?
I've been a very good boy. I should ask the people in the chat and in the Facebook groups. I've done an ode to Trekcast.
Okay.
I've done an ode to Spot the Deuce. What should, maybe for a little Christmas treat, what should my next ode be? So should it be an ode to?
If you say the D, that's gonna win.
If you should I do an ode to the D?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna win.
Should it be overly phallic, lightly phallic, or just medium phallic?
You do the D as you feel it needs to be done.
I'll do the D as I see fit.
That's right. That's right.
How you doing?
Oh, A-Wolf says ode to Porthos. I mean,
ode to Porthos. I like that too.
I like that. Yeah. Too. We are animal lovers here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great. So how you been?
Good. We got our first snowfall.
Yeah.
And
how much?
Not much. It's just a dusting. You can still see the grass and everything.
Oh, okay. But not too bad.
It's bittersweet because it means the start of a difficulty season driving at the end of the motorcycle season. But it's sort of the unofficial start of the Christmas season for me too. So
right.
I don't know.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I feel like I have to take a deep breath and hold it until early spring when the last snow falls. So we need the weather modification net more than ever.
A-Wolf says good morning, Trekcasters. Yes, hello, good morning.
Is it Trekcasters? Is that what we are?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess we wouldn't be Trekcastees. That'd be everybody on the other side.
Trekcastonauts?
Because there was that debate, that Star Trek debate. Like you consider yourself a Trekker or a Trekkie?
Yeah, Trekker always sounded weird to me.
Well, a lot of people said Trekker. There's a big debate, and I.
Look who's here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Back to Shuttlecraft.
it's a mobile episode today because
Nice.
I got something going on.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
I may go in and out of comms.
Okay.
That's fine.
And,
That's fine.
You know, we'll figure. Can you hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a Trekkie or a Trekker?
All right.
That's what
I'm
we
a
want to know,
trucker
Dan.
right now.
You're a trucker.
Yeah, you know what? I've said Trekkie to people. I've never
Yeah.
introduced myself as a Trekker. I think it's, I don't know, it's kind of pretentious. Like, oh, I'm not a Trekkie. I'm a Trekker.
Right.
Mhm.
Just stop. You're a
Well,
Trekkie.
How about chat? What do you guys think? Trekker or Trekkie? What do you like?
Look, I'm going to end the debate once and for all. I
Okay.
took my cue from the great bird of the galaxy himself. When Gene Roddenberry was asked, is it Trekkie or Trekker? He said, it's Trekkie. And I should know I created the damn thing.
Damn.
So, yeah.
There you go.
He's
Gene
just throwing it
Roddenberry said
down.
Trekkie. So if it's good enough for Gene Roddenberry, it's good enough for Strongbeard.
That's right. That's right. Well, on that note, should we get to the news?
Oh boy, let's do that.
Star Trek news.
So, yeah. Variety. They did a big looking back at the first 100 days of David Ellison taking over Paramount and what's happened. A lot of talk about UFC and their plans for the future to embrace AI. But there was one line in the article that has sent the Star Trek fandom into meltdown, and that is here. I'll read the line. The hope is to have a fresh Star Trek movie through the studio, though the studio has moved on from the idea of bringing back Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, and the rest of the assembled J.J. Abrams reboot. So officially, the Kelvin universe is dead. They are going to do something new. I have also done some massive reading between the lines on this, so take this with a massive grain of salt. This also, to me, tells me they're ready to move on from current iterations of shows, and once those shows are done, they probably want to do their own thing. So I don't know if that will be a complete refresh reboot. I don't know if that'll just be like a new show with a new crew, still same timelines. I don't know, but I imagine
as long as they don't do what everybody wants. You know,
exactly.
As long as they don't do a legacy show or a TNG era movie, because nobody wants that.
Give me live
Nobody wants
action
that.
Star Trek Scouts. So
Yes.
God.
Maybe another another Discovery spinoff.
Yet another, yes.
Maybe taking place like another 300 years in the future.
Oh, let's do Star Trek. Let's hide it, and so that way you got Discovery and Let's hide it.
Yep.
They compare.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hide it. What is hide it?
I'm just because we discover things and now we hide things.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm okay. Rest in peace. Play taps and
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do also have one new Star Trek show coming, of course, which is
yeah. I'll watch it.
Star Trek Academy, of course.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about it, but
yeah. Well, we got 2 seasons of it ready to go. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. If nothing else, I'm looking forward to doing this show about Academy. So.
What would you want in a new Star Trek movie? Would you want like a TNG reboot? Would you want a completely new something? What would you guys want?
I'm a simpleton. I'm like a dog chasing cars. I want legacy characters. I want fan service. I want Captain Sisko back, and I want Jonathan Archer to pop in there, and I want TNG. I want the D. I want all that stuff, but they're never going to do it. And
Hey, definitely want
Yeah,
the
I-
D.
Oh,
That's not
definitely
the
want
type
the
of
D.
movie we're talking about, though. God.
Yeah.
oh, okay. I want the NCC 1701D. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
You want
What's
your
that?
G with the number.
NC-17?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. NC-17D. Oh, God. Go ahead and Google that, everybody.
Yeah.
NC-17D. It's just a short version of the Enterprise.
Well, I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want a trilogy series
I don't
set.
want Section 32.
Yeah, I don't want a trilogy series set at the beginning of the Federation, and we take 3 movies to finally end up with the Federation.
Right.
Which
Right.
I could see that pitch happening. Like, if we're going to reboot it, let's start from the very beginning.
What about if it was an Archer-centric series?
See, I think that's looking back, and I don't think that's what these guys want to do.
Okay.
I think they want to just start their, fresh, their own thing.
Yeah.
I
want them to start in 2403, and then they can do whatever story they want to. And I'd like them to, maybe not shackle themselves to canon, but maybe those little those little things you see on kids and moms where there's a little leash from the mom's wrist to the kid's wrist.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those.
Harnessed
Yes.
by canon.
Maybe
Shackled to it.
Yes, just harness yourself to canon. Loosely attach yourself to canon. That would be okay.
It's a retractable.
Right,
That's right.
exactly. Just loosely get with canon. Just a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Don't rewrite the entire history. You've got an entire history to base a new story on.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace it.
Yeah,
I want them to continue into the future. I do. They just picked the wrong point to continue into the future.
Right.
Not 900 years in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
All
if you were to continue, just past the Picard shows, that kind of future, that timeline, and that way you're kind of blank slate, you can do whatever. And then all you got to do is one line in the movie somewhere where they just say the future's endless possibilities. Yeah, we've seen alternative takes where they can go, but anything we do forward can change things. That would rewrite a lot of Discovery and Academy, and then that would give them, the creative team, the room to not have to follow whatever those guys made canon, right? Because then it would just be Discovery and Academy are just a possible future.
Yeah, but they're doing that. They're doing Academy right now to write off Discovery right now.
Right.
I could get that if they wanted to do that, but to do that while they're actively continuing it, that doesn't make any sense.
No, but what I'm saying is by the time this new
multiverse thing is just outdone right now, it's out of control. The Arrowverse did it for 7 years. We had the whole multiverse saga in the MCU that they're still in the process of finishing up. The Flash movie delved into multiverses.
Right.
Peacemaker, which is just the second part of the new DCU, delved into multiverses. It's like, okay, everyone knows what a multiverse is now, but it can't be the new go-to tool for script writing. That's just lazy.
It's late. Yes, it's lazy.
Yeah. But the other thing, though, is by the time they get to this, Academy's going to be over. It's going to take 6 months to a year, and then for them to decide which pitch they go with, and then to actually make that movie is another 2-year process on top of that. We're not seeing this new movie for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
From this point.
Which means there's going to be 5 other multiverse projects to point to and say, you're doing the same thing they did.
Right. So, but I guess what I'm getting at is they have time to figure this out, and they've got time to get pitches. And we don't know how big of a priority Star Trek is actually to Paramount right now. Apparently the UFC was a big, so.
And you know what the worst part about the whole multiverse thing is? The one franchise that I wish would go to that well won't, and that's Star Wars. If they could multiverse that sequel trilogy away, I would embrace that in a New York minute.
Yeah.
But they won't. They won't. They're doubling down on it. They're like, hey, we're going to give you more of the same in the next 10 years. We're going to do another trilogy.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, man. At some point,
you hated this shit. Wait till you see this shit over here.
Star Wars 14, Rey Skywalker.
I promise you, it is only a matter of time until they reboot and remake the original trilogy. You're gonna get a new Luke Skywalker, a new Princess Leia, a new Han Solo.
I don't think that's the answer, though.
That is the big red button. Hey, we're in trouble. We need to save this franchise. Hit it. Let's reboot. Let's completely start over. That's going to be
what
their thing.
is the biggest, most iconic franchise that's been rebooted like that?
Oh man,
one that people said you can't do it because I would, the franchises that that I've heard people say you can't do it is Back to the Future. You just can't reboot it. It's too iconic. You can't.
Oh, I thought you meant ones that have been rebooted successfully.
Yeah, give me an example of one that's been done successfully.
I mean, you could argue King Kong. That thing has been rebooted over and over again, and it does pretty well.
Yeah.
The Battlestar Galactica series from the early 2000s is superior to the original in every single way.
Yeah,
agreed.
I will die on that hill.
Yeah,
I mean, even though it was shown on The Office that it was basically a shot-for-shot remake.
Those who don't watch The Office aren't going to get that joke.
I've never seen The Office, so yeah.
Why you never seen The Office?
God!
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's right. Dan almost got road rage. Now he's coming to my house. He's driving to my house to make me watch it.
Yep, I'm changing course. So listen, you have to do it. You have to do it. But I will say this.
This is America. I don't have to do anything.
No, you have to.
Oh, you have to.
The first season, which is a shortened season because it was a mid-season replacement.
Uh-huh.
The first season is a little rough.
Okay.
So when you try it, you got to promise us that you will finish the first season and get a few episodes into the second season before you can't jump ship the first season. It's not fair. They did a major overhaul between season 1 and 2.
Okay.
And it made all the difference. But really, seriously, Dan, you got to watch it. I don't know how you have existed in the U.S. in the last 15 years and you have not watched that.
It's great.
To make it worse, that's when I worked in TV news at the NBC affiliate when that show was out. I had no reason not to watch it, and I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you definitely have to check it out. And then when you're done with that, you have to watch Parks and Rec. They're made.
I already saw Parks and Rec. I love Parks and Rec.
The Office is sort of in the same vein.
Parks and Rec was originally developed as a spin-off of The Office. The original idea is that a copy machine from Dunder Mifflin was shipped to the Parks and Rec's department in what is it, Pawnee?
Yeah.
And through the development process, they kind of just got rid of the spin-off idea. But it's totally shot in the same way. It's totally inspired by it.
Yeah, same kind of vibe is what I understand.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next news stories because we've just been going on. So our next news story comes to us from a news source, Lego.com. This is the big thing this is the big thing everybody has been talking about. So let's bring this up. Let's show the D on the internet. And there it is, baby. Glorious, giant, 3,600 piece D with a bunch of minifigures. This is coming out on Black Friday. It will go for just under $400, $399.99. And if you get it within a small time window, you also get a little shuttlecraft as a gift from Lego.
Aw.
So it will be available on Lego.com and Lego stores. So yeah. Are you guys going to get the D for Christmas?
Look, I'm not big. I'm not big with novelty versions of. I'm not a huge Lego. I love Legos. I don't use them. Legos is one of those things that I wish I was into, but I'm not. But I've never, this is this attempt to draw me into Legos is Lego's biggest almost win for me. But I still won't buy. But not if it was $100, I might have a discussion. But $400 is not something that I have other things to spend my discretionary income on. It looks great. I'm sure it's a lot of fun to build. If there's any Trekcast listeners out there that has a cool $1,200 to spend, send us each one. We'll review it on the show.
Or if Lego wants to send them.
Or if Lego wants to send out,
we'd be happy to review them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Glowing reviews.
Indeed.
But I love it. It looks great. It looks the figures look awesome. I've even got an email about it later.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, it's now besides the 7, what does it come with? It looks like there's 9 figures there.
Yeah, and Spot.
So it looks like we got a Guinan, and then
we got a Guinan. We got
Guinan, you got
Worf,
and then the Magnificent 7. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So get a little plaque that says it's the Enterprise. Dan, are you going to get the D?
It looks like to give it some thought. I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I love cool toys. I don't have a lot of Legos. My son has a bunch of Legos. I have a bunch of blocks, which is the Mattel version of Lego that are compatible with Lego. I have the giant, I think it's like 3,500 pieces. I've got Castle Grayskull.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I've got Snake Mountain. I've got all the little minifigures that came with that, all the little vehicles that came out with that.
Tell us you grew up in the 80s without telling us you grew up in the 80s.
Let me give you an idea how big this thing is. This thing is 10.5 by 23.5 inches by 18.5 inches. This thing is giant.
2 feet long is big. Yeah. It's a big D.
That's a big D.
It is.
My one hang up with Legos is the figures. I hate the figures. They were designed in the early 1980s, and they have just not changed. They've not been updated in any way, and I know they're not going to, because it's the iconic Lego Man figure, and they have cartoons and movies with that design. Lego Batman, the Lego Movie. I get all that. But for me, you put a Mega Bloks figure and a Lego figure side by side, and the Mega Bloks figure is superior in every way. And they did some Star Trek ones a few years ago. I have a Picard. I think I have Picard, Data, and a couple of Borgs, and they look great. And I was hoping they would do the whole thing, and they didn't.
Yeah.
But there's also another company called Blue Bricks, and I think they're a European company. They don't sell.
Oh no, we're losing Dan.
He said there was another company called Blue Bricks. I've never heard of them, but
yeah.
I'd be curious to find out how many people are, like, if anybody in the chat, if anybody in the Facebook group or Instagram group gets this, post some pictures of it.
Chasmus wants to know, where will I put the D? I mean,
I have several suggestions. I have a few suggestions. You could put it on your shelf, something like that.
It's quite the shelf. There's Dan.
Yeah.
Hey,
hello.
So there's another company called Blue Bricks. It's a European company. They had a Star Trek license for the last several years. I think it's compatible with Lego. I don't know if they have any minifigures or anything, but I know that you can get Klingon ships, you can get Deep Space Nine. There's a whole mess of stuff over there that never made it to the States, and I think you can get some of this stuff through Amazon. So if you like the idea of this ship, but maybe you don't want to spend the $400, there might be some other options for you there.
Yeah, I just found the DS9 that they made, and it's on Walmart.com for $250.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks pretty large and in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be more interested in, and they're hard to find now, but I'd be more interested in building a model.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And I think that this winter I'm going to try a model project.
Nice.
I want to see if I can find either one of the iconic ships, either the except for original series. So either Deep Space Nine or the Defiant or the Enterprise-D or Voyager, something in that ilk. If I find a Discovery, I'll send it to Dan.
There you go.
No.
You don't have to. It's okay.
There was a guy who used to go to conventions. I saw him a couple times, and he would have models there that he built, and he would just sit there and paint them. And he was like, he had his system down. And when I say he would paint them, I mean he would do they call it Aztecing, I think, where you're painting like the individual panels on the ship. The idea being not every one of them is the exact same shade of gray, so you get that like checkered effect.
Yeah.
His stuff was amazing. So, I don't have that kind of skill, so I don't know if I want to do a model.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he didn't have that kind of skill when he started out too. So, maybe I'll get like the simplest version they got. And I don't even know if they sell them anymore. Like, I don't know what company made them back in the.
Well, still, there's plenty. The thing with models, there's plenty of old stock out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
You can find whatever you want.
Yeah.
Maybe I could buy one of those Reliance that I gave you guys back.
There you go. All right, and then our last news story comes to us from what is this? Slash Film or iFilm, something like that. Yeah, iFilm. Okay. And we're finding out more about that Scott Bakula show that we keep hearing rumors about. So if you haven't heard, if this is the first time you're hearing this, there are reports that there is a President Archer show in the works. These have been the rumors for quite a while now. It's not necessarily a rumor in that the producer of the show has come out and said that he's trying to work on it. It's not, anything that Paramount has confirmed. It sounds more like it's a pitch and he's trying to rally excitement for it. But Scott Bakula was asked about this recently on a morning talk show, and he said, quote, "Of course I would love to do more Star Trek, but I can't clear up any rumors because I didn't start them. They're not planted. They're just people talk about stuff. Star Trek fans are spectacular, ardent, and loyal. It's fun to be around them, and they're running with something. A little piece of information went out, and they're having a ball with it, so enjoy." So that's it. He's just like, yeah, that would be nice, but nothing in the works, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I mean, that's about what we knew anyways, so. What do you guys think? Do you want this show or not? Or
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I love Scott Bakula. I thought Enterprise was cut short. I'd like to see that story continue.
Yeah.
See what happened.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know about President Archer. I don't know if that's really what I want to see.
Like Star Trek West Wing?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I
don't know.
I've been thinking what would be an interesting Star Trek show is Star Trek Medical. Yeah. Where it's kind of like an ER type show where they're dealing with medical emergencies, but there's then the exploratory component to it where they have to figure out how do we, cure these alien diseases. We have to go to different planets to get, this plant or that thing there to cure this problem. And so it wouldn't just be based in a hospital, but as they travel around and do things to solve medical
To do
problems.
that, they might as well clone the Chicago franchise and just have Starfleet security, Starfleet fire suppression system, followed by Starfleet medical.
You know what though? That's not actually a bad move because those shows are so popular.
Yeah.
If you want to grow the franchise, that's a good template. So I don't know. It's an idea. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Scott's not too happy about that one.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we get to the main topic and talk about a 40-year-old movie or whatever?
Sure.
Fun will now commence.
Insurrection. Insurrection.
This was a great episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yes. This came out December 11th, 1998. It had a budget of $70 million and made a box office of $118 million. The Rotten Tomatoes
went to building the Bakula village.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention the rest of the movie was CGI.
Yeah. No
and
kidding.
Not done by ILM. It was the first movie. They did Generations and First Contact was done by ILM, but ILM was busy doing other stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, the Rotten Tomatoes scores are pretty rough. Yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes scores are pretty rough. It's got a 54% from critics and a 44% from fans. So,
okay. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But I'm still a big fan. This was directed by Jonathan Frakes. It was Jonathan Frakes production. Rick Berman, Michael Piller, and Patrick Stewart were producers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a big, even for the shoddy writing and the semi-okay visual effects, I still give Jonathan Frakes props for directing this. It was the okayest Star Trek movie.
Yeah. It was an okay two-parter episode.
Yeah.
That they released in theaters.
I can't point out, other than nits or, stuff like that, I can't point out any glaring, large, bad things about this movie like you can about Nemesis or Star Trek V or, there's nothing. It was just an okay story.
Yeah. I appreciate it. They tried to do something different with like a Fountain of Youth type story. I don't find the Fountain of Youth that compelling for myself.
Right. What the thing I liked about it is that it wasn't and I kind of feel like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 took a page out of this playbook. It wasn't a galaxy ending threat.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's also what, because it wasn't bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
It really only affected 600 people. And I kind of like that.
Yeah. I did like that. Yeah, I did like that they scaled it back.
And they kind of reference that in the beginning of the movie when they're in the turbo lift. And he says, does anyone remember when we were explorers? They went down the list of all the shit they have to do in the next few days.
Yep.
Does anybody remember when we were explorers?
Yeah.
And he could just as easily have been saying, does anyone remember when we told small stories?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So timeline-wise, this takes place at the tail end of season 6 of Deep Space Nine. So we're right smack dab in the middle of the Dominion War. And there's some dialogue at the beginning of the film in that same scene where Picard's like, no, we can't delay blah blah blah. That'll delay our archaeological dig. It'll put us in the middle of monsoon season. So it's pretty obvious that the Enterprise-E is not on the front lines. It's not fighting the Dominion War, and I kind of get that. You know, you don't put your nicest ship on the front line. I mean, there's other Sovereign class starships. There's 1,000 Federation starships that there. I understand Starfleet wanting to have a few ships doing non-war stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that, and if the flagship gets destroyed,
the morale,
huge blow to morale.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
so
true.
They probably wanted to keep them out of harm's way. So I get, because I've heard that being a nit. Why wasn't the Enterprise on the front line? You know, it's the best ship in the fleet. Yeah, the Enterprise being on the front line wouldn't have made a bit of difference in the outcome of the war. So, but yeah, it takes place right in the middle of the Dominion War. So,
Alpha Quadrant's a big place. The Dominion War was happening in that corner of the galaxy near Deep Space Nine.
Right. Yep.
You know, there's the whole rest of the quadrant.
Yep. I watched the movie. I actually watched the movie twice last night. My wife and I watched it twice.
What?
All the way through, and then we watched the commentary with Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis, if you didn't know, they are friends in real life. They got a ton of chemistry. They are obviously in love with each other as friends. They love each other's spouses. You can just tell that they're
buddies.
They're great friends. They're buddies.
Yeah.
You know, they call each other nicknames, and it was fun listening to them do the commentary. And it's funny because it's obvious that Jonathan Frakes is the Star Trek guy, and Marina Sirtis was just on the show because every 2 minutes, Marina Sirtis was like, "Wait, what's going on? And what's that thing? And I don't remember this at all."
That's awesome.
Yeah, she is just as technically minded as her character.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was funny listening. Like, what's going on? And Jonathan Frakes would have to explain it to her. Like, she's like, "Well, why did they try to blow up this ship?" And Jonathan Frakes is like, "Because they're the bad guys. They have no moral compass. That's why." Oh. It was great. So if you have, I have the Blu-ray set that came out based on dialogue that they said during the commentary. It sounded like that they did the commentary right around 2009.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You know, I'm just now thinking. How old were you guys when this movie came out? December of 1998.
I was 21 years old.
I was 19, maybe.
Yeah, I was 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was joking with my wife. I'm like, this is the last Star Trek movie that I saw before I met you.
Aw.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this one in theaters?
I did see this one in the theaters.
I did. I saw it on. I think I saw it on Thursday night at midnight.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
In costume?
Not in costume.
Okay.
Not in costume, but I did stay
I might have
up
been
late.
wearing a Star Trek shirt, but
Yeah. I was probably wearing a leather jacket with a comm badge on it.
There you go.
there you go. Love it.
I remember at the time really wanting to love it,
Mm-hmm.
but only liking it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it at the time, but I just.
Well, we were looking for a kick-ass sequel to Star Trek First Contact, and that's not what we got.
Yeah, and we're watching the 6th or 7th season of Deep Space Nine at the time, which was, awesome once a week.
Right.
So I was looking for more. I was looking for more awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun. It was fun, but it wasn't great. I can remember rolling my eyes when the manual steering column came up.
Yes.
And I was like, is that Runway 2000.
Yep, it sure was.
Awesome. There's like there's a Reddit thread that points out things in movies, like, and where you can buy them, and like they will screenshot things and be like, oh, that's this thing and that's that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one of the famous things, the first Alien movie. There's this thing hanging from the ceiling. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. But it's totally the Japanese version of what would later become Shockwave, who was one of the original G1 Transformers. Turned into
yeah.
He's hanging from the ceiling upside down, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right. There's a Transformer just sitting there. Yeah.
And then I saw a clip this morning of some black and white commercial that takes place at a newsstand in the 1960s, and in the background on the newsstand, number 15 is what it was. Amazing Fantasy number 15, which was the first appearance of Spider-Man. It's oh my God, that thing was probably thrown away a week later.
Yeah. What did you think of the villain? What was it, Rodolfo?
Raffo. Yeah. Played by F. Murray Abraham. F. Murray Abraham is an Academy Award nominee. He's might be a winner. I thought he was great. He's a great actor. The makeup, God, Michael West. They talked about this in the commentary. Michael Westmore. They called them Westmore heads, especially the aliens at the beginning that were joining the Federation. I thought the makeup was great. It was different than what they've done before. It wasn't just pointy ears or ridges on the nose. They went all out. It was obviously had a movie budget. I think it was gross and great about the skin stretching and the stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought the plot where the Sona and the Baku, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the movie, the Sona and the Baku are the same race. I thought that was kind of an interesting, little connection.
Yep, I remember surprised.
Yep. And I remember looking at that when Dr. Crusher tells Picard, he's like, look at their DNA profile, and it shows a picture of the tricorder, and I'm like, that's the same image of the tricorder that's always displayed on the tricorder. And it made me think of, I just got done with the video game Star Trek Resurgence, and in the video game Star Trek Resurgence, they recon the tricorder in a way that makes sense. So it's still the exact same tricorder, only in the game the tricorder can emit a holographic image above the tricorder with a large display.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, that makes sense, because nobody's going to want to watch. The window on a tricorder is smaller than an iPod.
Right.
And so it makes sense. And I like the way they recon the tricorder in the game, where they had a holographic image above the tricorder that they could actually read from. But that was one of my nits from the movie. But I liked the connection they made there.
I think if you were going to go for a villain that is obsessed with the Fountain of Youth, he needed to be a little bit more vain and into his own looks.
Yeah, I thought they addressed that a little bit.
But I think it could be touched on. Yeah. Maybe that's too cartoonish,
Right. He does look in the mirror after a session of flesh stretching with Fod.
Yeah. It's subtle, right? Maybe they decided just to go that route with it.
Do we know who played Dolman, his second in command? Because every time I speak, I think it's Michael Ironside.
It's not Michael Ironside, but I can see why you.
I always forget to look it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the speech that Picard gives Galna. I like how he kind of makes him flip. I'm not pleading for your life. I'm pleading for yours. It was both a great line and very predictable, especially for Captain Picard. But I thought it was great. Yeah, I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. I really did.
Yeah.
And this was Will Ferrell's first serious role. I'm wondering why he didn't get more.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nobody? Oh man! All right, the Bakula leader. I don't know. He always looks like Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
We believe if you make a machine to do the work of a man, you take something away from the man guy.
Yeah, that guy.
The thing that should be right over ChatGPT, that quote.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, nitpicks.
Yeah.
Let's have them.
When they're on the hollow ship and they shoot the Sona guy, he obviously lands on a mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's Hollywood.
The burying the hollow ship in the lake, I thought was weird, and even when they drained the lake, I'm like that the perspective looked weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's a hollow ship. Why do you have to hide it? It's cloaked.
Right. Especially if it's a cloak. Yeah, you could just hide it out in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird.
So when Data starts malfunctioning in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
why didn't they just beam him back to headquarters?
Yeah.
Why are they chasing?
Yes.
Why are they chasing through the streets?
Yep. And why did he sound out of breath?
Yeah.
He's running. He's like, rerouting, micro hydraulic pressure.
Yeah.
The kid with the squirrel in his pocket. I know it's the late 90s and we got CGI now and we're dying to use it, but we don't need to see the squirrel in your pocket. That added absolutely nothing to the film except cost. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except about $1 million, maybe more.
Yep, you could take that thing out completely. It'd probably be a better movie. My other nitpick is the Baku. Like, I'm not even sure I understand it, but they can. Not only do they have the Fountain of Youth, but they can will time to slow down around them. I don't get that whole thing.
It's funny because Picard asked her about that asked Anij specifically about that, and I think the writers didn't want to address that. Like they wanted to leave that vague because he says your mental abilities did they develop here, and she goes, oh, you have more questions. Like they didn't specifically answer it. So
yeah.
I guess whatever your headcanon.
Well, and then when they're like, oh yeah,
it did nothing to further the story. It did absolutely nothing to further the story either. It didn't need it. So
I thought it was kind of dumb when they're like, yeah, the planet radiation doesn't affect the kids till they're older.
I mean, I kind of looked at it like, a vampire, an adolescent vampire doesn't, they're not born, grow to 12 and then just stop growing. They grow to, a maturity and then they stop aging. That's kind of how I took that.
No, I guess my thought is like,
so
shouldn't biologically it just always
the armor?
What? Dan, go ahead.
No, I think I'm on a delay. Go ahead. I'm gonna reset while you.
Okay. So my thought is, okay, they're all biological creatures, right? They're all people. Why would the radiation not affect the children? Sure, they would eventually grow, but it would take longer.
That could be. Chasbis says it's like Baby Yoda. That I guess that would make sense.
I mean, if it's going to be a biological thing, that would make more sense. And then they said like it doesn't affect the kids till they're older, till they're mature. Okay, so then what happens? Do they just stay 18 for like 50 years, or
they age really slowly?
And
then
that's what I mean. Like it doesn't make sense that they age normally until they hit maturity, and then it slows down.
It's whatever the plot needs it to be.
Yeah, that's what it is, but
it's whatever the plot needs.
Yeah. All right, Dan, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, when Picard is raiding the armory and the crew confronts him, Picard is wearing civilian clothes because he's decided to leave his position on the Enterprise behind and go do the right thing. The crew confronts him. Half of them are in uniform, half of them are in civilian clothes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Riker already decided who's going to be on that away team.
We already decided who's going with the captain and who's staying on the ship. Yep. It made zero sense.
0 cents.
0 cents. Especially since the only time we ever see Worf wearing anything other than a Starfleet uniform is when he is wearing what is 100% Klingon attire. And instead he was wearing a baby blue leisure suit or whatever the hell it was. So yeah, that whole thing made that whole scene made 0 sense.
I learned yesterday what Worf's sash is called.
And
Yes, I did not know that word until yesterday.
What was it called, Dan?
A baldric.
Warning! Nerd alert!
A baldric is a belt worn across the body from one shoulder to the opposite hip to carry items like a sword, bugle, or drum, or other items. So,
wait, that's a big difference. A bugle or a sword?
Okay, I'm just saying that's what it is. It's a belt worn across the chest. So, the reason I didn't know what he said, and since I'm watching it on DVD, I had access to the closed caption, and Worf comes out of the turbo lift onto the bridge after he's late.
Right.
And Picard says something really fast, and I never caught it. Each time I watched it, he says, "Straighten your baldric, Commander." And I'm like, what did he say? He's like, "Straighten your baldric, Commander." I'm like, what? So I stopped it, and I looked at the closed caption, and it said baldric. Okay. So I looked it up. That was the first. I never knew what he said before.
Okay. Huh.
So another thing that bothered me, when they're going to meet the aliens at the dinner at the beginning, Picard steps off the turbo lift, and the young ensign calls everyone to attention, and nobody acknowledges that the captain is on the deck, and I never understood why, and I still don't understand why.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah, now thinking back on it, right, yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's true.
But one thing I did like, when Picard steps away to...
Oh no, we're losing him.
We're losing you, Dan.
We're losing you, buddy. Oh.
I'm still here.
Okay, say it again.
So when Picard steps away, I can't remember if it was to talk to Geordi or talk to Admiral Dougherty, but when he's going to go back into the dinner and he puts that stupid thing back on his head, when the door opens, it's a transparent door except for the edge of the door. When the door opens and it passes in front of his face, the opaque part passes in front of his face, he goes from a serious face to a smiling face because he's about to go interact with those aliens again, and he's got to be a diplomat for 15 minutes. And I thought they pulled that off really well.
Yeah, that was
cool. I noticed that too.
All right. This is what I want to do next. Is like, what was your favorite part of the movie? So,
definitely feeling aggressive tendencies, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
It was not the show tune from the shuttlecraft. It was not that.
I like Geordi watching the sunrise.
Yeah, no, that was good.
That was a beautiful moment. Yeah.
I enjoyed seeing Riker and Troy rekindling their romance, which had been below the surface for the last 10 years.
Right. So you like to see Riker taking a bath?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Scott,
That's what I
did
think
you
about every morning when I wake up.
Scott, when they shaved off the beard, are you weeping?
I did not I did not like that at all. So one of the reasons why they did that is a lot of female Star Trek fans wanted to see him without a beard.
I picture Scott raging like a monkey in the zoo.
Yeah, I was
Just
like,
banging the table and screaming.
I was like Darth Vader when he found out that Padme died. No!
Yeah. Yes.
I broke out my lightsaber and just started slashing everything in the house.
That's right.
Des says, except for that, talking about going back to the squirrel,
Yeah.
Des says that except for that little critter is the reason he goes back and Picard and the lady get stuck. So they were trying to show his attachment to that thing. So that's the whole reason why Anij got stuck in the first place.
Yeah.
So it was a plot device. It was a plot device.
Oh yeah. But that could have been an animatronic and probably be cheaper.
It could have been like he built a sundial at the beginning of the movie, and he wanted to take it with him because it was the first thing he ever built. And I left it in the cave. I got to go back for my sundial. It being a little like squirrel that cost $1 million to animate.
I think that they did it because somebody said, "Hey, let's make something that we merchandising."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think maybe they were going to merchandise it, and that just never materialized.
Yeah. That's probably realistically what was the goal, but all right. So, scale 1 to 5, what do you give this movie?
Solid 3.
I gotta go 2.5.
Yeah, I'm going 2.5.
Yeah. All right.
2.5. It was like, I enjoyed seeing these friends again, but we didn't really do anything. We just hung around and talked.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel. All right. Well, let's get to listener feedback. X up in the chat if you want to join us. But yeah, let's do that.
Listener feedback.
Listener feedback. I have an email.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's while I'm looking it up, let's tell everybody how we can get involved in the chat, in the live chat.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Dan? Let me get to that.
Narrow black.
I'm here.
Okay.
Just got to text up on my phone. That's all.
Okay. So you can leave us a voicemail at 570-661-0001. That's 570-661-0001. And we would be happy to play your voicemail on the show. If you keep it under 2 minutes, I will animate you, and it will be hilarious. We also are on all the social medias, so you can find us at Trekcast TNG, and we're happy to interact with you. And it is popping on all the social medias, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So there you go. Yeah,
you guys are great. We love the fan interactions. And when Daniel says X up in the chat, so if you want to actually be on the show and talk to us live and be on the show, you can get on our YouTube channel and watch the show live. And when he says X up, he just means literally type in an X in the chat, and that tells him that you want to be on the show, and we'll bring you on and. We'll talk about Trek. So
that's right.
Right now, I've got an email.
Go for it.
Hi Scott, it's Tim from Australia again. Been waiting all year for the official Lego set of the Enterprise. It was officially revealed this week. You guys should definitely take a look at it. Whilst looking at some of the images of the set, I noticed a spelling mistake. Yeah, this was on the internet yesterday. There's a dedication plaque. For those of you who don't know, there's a dedication plaque buried somewhere in the Lego set, and it says to boldly go, BOLDY instead of boldly go. And Tim says, "Oh dear, Lego." Also, not their first spelling mistake. They also had a spelling mistake on the DeLorean set.
Oh wow.
He says, "I will be buying the set on Black Friday and will provide an update with build images once done." Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, please do. That'll be awesome.
Oh,
Also,
nice.
rest in peace to the Kelvin universe. We didn't know how good you were until we got Discovery and Section 31. Sorry for all the harsh words I said at the time. That's Tim. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, Tim. If you want to send us an email, you can send us an email at trekcasttng@gmail.com, or you can send me one personally at strongbeard1701 at gmail.com.
Yeah. And we did have some Facebook just feedback on Insurrection. Most people thought if you reframe it as a long lost episode, it's enjoyable. That was from Eric. Robin said, other than First Contact, none of the next gen movies really did it for me. So yeah, it's just
the next one was a dumpster fire. I'm looking forward to reviewing that one.
Oh, I can't wait. I have thoughts on that one.
Yep.
This movie was so bland. I didn't even want to like come up with what I would do with it. I just whatever.
It just was what it was. I mean,
it just was what it was.
You know? It was okay.
Yeah, it was
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any, I didn't hate it. Like, it's not like watching the motion picture where it's like, oh God, will this ever end?
Right,
or watching Star Trek V where it's like, oh God, will this ever end?
Yeah.
It was perfectly serviceable. There was, the pacing was okay. I didn't have a big problem with any one thing. I thought that the script was okay.
That's its greatest crime. It was just okay.
Yeah. And I'm a little biased. I thought the direction was good, but I'm a Jonathan Frakes fan. So
right.
Does everything he does golden? No, but I think Jonathan Frakes is the Spielberg of Trek. There, right. I said it.
There you go.
So
all right, we got Chazbiz on the line. He's sitting there, so let's bring him in now. Chazbiz, there you are.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
What's
pretty good?
Love that Trekcast hat, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I got the shirt on.
I'm also wearing an old school Trekcast shirt.
Yeah. Oh, that's a reminder for people. Chop Tees is still open right now. They're going to be closing soon. Okay. So, especially for our international friends, if you want to get free shipping on merch, now is the time.
Yeah, so go to trekcast.com and check out what is it?
It's the store right at the top. Yeah, there's a banner. Yeah, click on that. It'll get you right to our Chop Tees store.
And I'm not just saying this, and Dan has mentioned this in the past too. These are good T-shirts. These are really good. I mean, these are not like ones that fade right away. These are comfortable, well-made T-shirts. So I wear mine all the time.
Nice. All right, Chazbiz, what'd you think of the movie?
It's like an episode of Star Trek that you play in the background and clean your house. So.
Oh yeah. I can see that. I can totally see that.
There's so many episodes of Star Trek, like, there's not too many like that. Maybe season 2's, season 1 of Next Gen. It's like, yeah, I remember this one. I'll go do something else. Just play it in the background and watch the good parts and then do something else.
Yeah.
It's not something I go back to. Like, I haven't seen this movie probably like 5 years.
Right.
And last time I watched it, was director's commentary. I kind of watched everything with it, and kind of liked it.
Do you guys ever put on something knowing you're gonna fall asleep, like?
Yes.
Maybe a mid-afternoon nap, or just even at night.
At night, I play.
I can't sleep with the TV
on. I play the old school Doctor Who's. So.
We lost man. This is definitely something I would put on, like, in the background as I'm trying to sleep. Yeah.
Like, and this is the first time we've seen the captain's yacht, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's pretty cool.
I liked it.
But I had no idea. And I wonder if that, that's one thing they should have showed on the Lego set is maybe. Well, I guess that D didn't have the captain's yacht. So
it did have the captain's yacht. There was a captain's yacht on the bottom of that ship.
Okay. I love that Scott's got all the stuff like right.
I'm looking at the star. I have my star drive section right here, but I don't know where the.
It's like Dan when he's in his basement and he has like all these toys.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, the Enterprise-E. So here's the top of it.
Okay.
And here's the bottom of it. And the captain's yacht is this guitar pick shaped thing at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's shaped like a guitar pick. And it doesn't have any nacelles. It's not warp capable. According to the Star Trek technical manual, it's not warp capable. But it just drops down just like the
Just so you
captain's
can
yacht
kind of
Enterprise.
survey when they're near something.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
And they wanted to write it in a couple of times in next gen, but cost and stuff, so
Yeah.
they just didn't do it.
There's Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you guys going to pre-order this Lego? Or are you guys going to skip it, or?
Dan says he's on the fence about the Lego set. I'm not going to get it. $400.
I hate that it's $400. That's number one. That's very pricey.
Yeah.
I will put it to you this way. I bought the Lego Voltron. That set was normally $300. I went to a certain Chinese website where they don't officially call them Legos. They don't say Lego on the bricks, but they're made from the same factory. And I got my Voltron for $50. So
hell yeah.
That's if I'm gonna do it, that's gonna be the route I go.
Yeah. Okay.
The Temu version of
Yeah. I might not get the minifigs, but I would get the D. So
it might smell like a weird burnt plastic, but you'll have it. So.
Oh, it doesn't smell like that by the time I get it. It takes like 3 weeks to get over from China. It's fine.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Dan is frozen in shock of my.
Yeah, he's frozen in shock. Frozen in shock.
His eyes aren't on the road. He's just like looking. Just,
Yeah. That's right. We'll wait for him to come back.
But I mean, the minifigures look cool. Like if you pre-order it, you get the shuttlecraft with Ensign Row. So,
yeah.
And that's only gonna last a week.
Shuttlecraft with Ensign Row. Okay.
Yeah.
But it just sucks. It's $400. That's the point. It's like come on, guys. And I really was hoping it would have been like because they do like the movie scenes, right? Or like a TV show where it's like the set of The Office or the set of Friends or Seinfeld. I was hoping they'd do like just the bridge or something with everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure that's coming. I'm sure it's not going to just be one.
That's what I want. I want like the bridge set with everybody and 10 forward.
I think if this was the Defiant for like I don't know 150, but a good sized Defiant, I think I would be more apt for getting that.
Yes,
but
and
Dan says, Dan says he's out for the rest of the show. It's too many technical difficulties. So
okay,
But that's one thing I like about Lego ideas. They'll, somebody will make that set, and then people will crowdfund it.
Yeah,
and they'll release it later on.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what they're doing with the. They announced they're going to do that with the Power Rangers.
Yeah, and like Goonies just came out. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And that Lego Ideas has been on there for like if you go on the website, you can kind of see what people are crowdfunding, and it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Atreyu Prime, Star Trek Lego video game coming soon. God, I wish.
Oh,
I love this. I love the Lego video games. Yes,
I would play that.
I would play that.
Have all the jokes and everything.
I literally recently got a PS5 just so I could play that Batman Lego game that's coming out. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You tried the Spider-Man one or anything?
Yeah, I got Spider-Man too, so I've been playing that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I played the first one. I like that. So, anyways, so it feels like we're starting to wrap up.
I've got a couple of things
Go for
here.
it.
I Star Trek Con just released this last episode.
Yeah, I want to do a full episode on that.
Okay, let's do a full episode on that. Let's do that after we're done with the movies. We got one more movie to do. I also just there is a YouTube channel that I don't know. I don't have it offhand right now. I'm going to post it in the Facebook group.
Yeah,
a link to it. That I have been listening to some audiobooks, some Star Trek audiobooks for free, and it even looks a little legit. Like I think they've got a legit thing going on. They're older books. I just recently listened to the first trilogy of the Shatnerverse,
nice.
and then I read this book a long time ago, but I listened to it again. Star Trek Homecoming. It's a Voyager book about the hours, days, and weeks after Voyager gets home from the Delta Quadrant.
Which app are you listening to? Are you using
YouTube? I'm just listening on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's audio books on YouTube?
There's audiobooks on YouTube that you can listen to for free. And like I said, I'm a little fuzzy on the legitimacy and the legality of it, but the audiobook's been up for a month now and they haven't taken it down. So it seems like they've got some kind of deal. They talk about it. It's the audiobook is done not by an actual reader, voice actor. It's done by AI. And they acknowledge that at the beginning. They're like, the pacing and the pronunciation might be a little off, but I enjoyed it. It's not that bad.
Huh.
I also just finished Star Trek Resurgence, the video game.
Nice.
Which was decent. Kind of a choose your own adventure thing. And then next weekend, I'm going to be at the Grand Rapids Comic-Con. That's running November 14th, 15th, and 16th. I'm only going to be there. Des and I are going to be there Saturday, the 15th.
Okay.
They've got...
how far away is that from you?
From me, it's about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away.
Okay, so it's not so bad.
No, it's not that bad. In the past, we've stayed the night at a hotel near there. I think we're just going to leave in the morning and come back that day. But they put together a great Comic-Con. They got a lot of stuff there. The big Star Trek actor that's going to be there is Malcolm McDowell. Alice Krieg had to cancel for some reason. But cool. Malcolm McDowell is going to be there. So
nice.
Soren from Generations.
Clockwork Orange.
Yep.
And Halloween.
Ask him about Caligula. I can't even say it today.
And another cool thing about the other cool thing about the con too is the USS Tecumseh is joining their sister ship, the USS Grand Petoskey, at the Comic-Con. They are going to be in the vendor hall. They've always got a great display. I interviewed Vern last year at the or earlier this year, or it might have been last year at the Comic-Con. Those guys do a great job setting up. They've got a panel on Saturday from 3 to 4. So I'm going to be going to that too. So Grand Rapids Comic-Con this coming weekend, and then the following weekend is Star Trek Chicago, and I will be there Saturday and Sunday. So if you're going to be at either one of these, hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and or just send a message in the Facebook group. Let me know you're going to be there. I am going to do a meetup that Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday in Chicago, and it's probably going to be somewhere at the convention center. So that Saturday night.
And Trey says, miss going to software stores with all the Star Trek games, seeing the shuttlecraft models on the shelves. Oh, I miss the 90s.
No, don't we all?
Yeah.
If you go to Hobby Lobby, sometimes you see the Star Trek models. So
yeah. And
you
get the fun. Yeah, and you get the fun fact with Hobby Lobby that they don't use barcodes because it's like the end times or something like that.
They don't use barcodes?
No, look at any Hobby Lobby like tag. It's got a series of numbers, no barcodes.
Interesting.
Because the owners believe that barcodes were the mark of the beast.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's crazy.
Gosh forbid.
Yeah.
Okay.
The poor clerks have got to type in all these numbers every time to ring up your stuff.
That's why it takes so long to check out.
That's why it takes so long. Yeah.
Well, see, Hobby Lobby's from Oklahoma, so
you're like that check.
Gotcha.
It checks out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, we're never gonna get that Hobby Lobby sponsorship, but oh well.
No, probably not.
No, probably not.
Brought to you by Hobby Lobby and Michaels.
Or next week we'll be like, yeah, so barcodes, that's the mark of the beast, right?
Right. Oh,
I think you guys get cut off for talking about Klingons and their anatomy. So
yeah, they wouldn't like that either. Or how much we talk about the D.
The D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Klingons have two.
Yeah.
Klingons have the double D.
That's right. Oh God.
Oh, okay. They talk about the double. What about the ladies? Do they have double?
Hey, 2 of everything.
Yeah.
The NCC 171V.
Oh God.
Plenty of letters left in the alphabet. That's what the card said.
That's true.
All right. Well,
That's
before
true.
you have to put a warning on this particular episode.
Yeah. We should probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see you next week where we're gonna recap Star Trek
Nemesis. Yes.
Yes.
Or as I like to call it, Star Trek Tom Hardy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bane
Star
himself.
Trek, we put this one to bed for almost 10 years.
Uh-huh.
All right. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine and Space God to the Bajorans. I have a mission for you. This falls outside of Starfleet guidelines, so I can't order you, but I'm asking for volunteers. Volunteers who will subscribe to the Trekcast YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews on your podcast app of choice, and share Trekcast across your social media accounts. If we can make our audience bigger, we might have a chance against the Dominion. Are you ready? Subscribe, like, and share. Are you with me?